Alright guys, Doctor here, and I am not bringing you Operation Metro or Grand Bazaar footage. What a miracle. Now we're just gonna be talking about maps and stuff like that in a few moments. First thing is, on my quick note I made at the beginning regarding Operation Metro and Grand Bazaar. Now, some of you might have realized this, but I have a lot of gameplays of mine that are, where I'm playing on Grand Bazaar or Operation Metro, and it is hopefully a refreshing change for you to see me playing on Noshar Canals here. Now, I have to admit, when I look at this gameplay, I don't find it only close to be as enjoyable as the Operation Metro or Grand Bazaar footage I'm recording. And it's not because I think the map is bad and stuff like that, it's just because it's just not fast-paced. And even though Noshar Canals is not one of the biggest maps out there, it still feels kind of slow and chunky at times. And that is also the reason why I don't usually upload any other maps. I do play on maps that aren't Grand Bazaar or Metro, but it just happens to me that many of the gameplays I get are not as interesting as they should be. But I hope you're gonna enjoy this one nonetheless, as Warhaven snipes the helicopter out of the sky there. Don't know if you saw it. Warhaven's just crazy. Warhaven plays this map 24/7 sometimes. All he does is snipe little birds. Freaking love it. But I'm not gonna talk about the gameplay too much. I think I'm using the G36 Compact and the AEK later on, which are both lovely guns. G36 with a grip and flash suppressor, though I think the grip really doesn't help it too much, and I would probably slap on something else now. Maybe combine grip with heavy barrel, because I know the G36 has a very good has very good benefits from the foregrip, but depends on how accurate I want to be. Overall, definitely a solid gun, and probably the gun they should balance the whole engineer class around, and that's something my friend Eka said, and definitely agree. I think the G36 is the most balanced gun of the engineer class right now, and if they were to change the carbines in the next patch, they definitely should balance the whole class around this gun. But that might just be my opinion. I think both the M60 and the M4 are kind of overpowered in their state right now, but it might just be my opinion. So that's all I have to say about the gameplay, but I think we should get a little bit into the main topic for today, which is going to be maps, and I'm just going to be talking about 3 maps, and the first one is which one do I find is the most broken. And I'm not going to talk about close quarters and that stuff, and I'm talking about Conquest Tier 2. And I think the map that is like the worst one to play right now, not because it's not fun, but simply because it's unbalanced, is the exact one I'm playing here right now, and it's Noshar Canals. Now, you can come at me and tell me, Doctor, you're wrong, we can always win as the Americans on Noshar Canals. Yes, it's true, I also usually win when I'm the Americans in Noshar Canals, but that is simply due to the fact that I have squad mates around me usually that are helping me out and that are capable of dominating a whole team. Now, if you are playing against randoms, and you're on the Russian side, and you're doing a fine job and you're having a good round, chances are high you're going to be spawn threatened on this map. And the problem is not that the US side has the weak vehicles. I think the LAV is actually stronger than a main battle tank. I usually kill main battle tanks when I'm on the US side and driving the LAV. They also have an M-track, and that is not used properly, which is kind of the player's fault. And the 2 little birds, who I really don't care about too much because many people use smoke, so they're a lot of times are pretty useless, but not at all times though. So it is not a fault of the vehicle balancing, I think. The problem on Noshar Canals is that the coastline is just too open. There is nothing that helps you reach the mainland. If you find yourself getting spawned, if there's a tank sitting in front of A, just sniping into your spawn, you are gonna have a really hard time escaping your own spawn base. And that is where I think the map design failed here. And that is where I think they should change something about it. And let's say you could add, I don't know, some rocks in the water, I don't know, maybe another way out there for the vehicles, I don't really know. But there should be something done about it, I have to admit. Getting out of the base is really hard sometimes, especially if you have a tank that is getting repairs, just waiting for you. And it kind of makes the map unbalanced. But might just be my opinion. This is the reason why I think Noshar is the most broken map out there. Now, another thing, the most unenjoyable map for me is also one thing I want to talk about real quick, and you might be wondering which map this could be, and it's pretty simple. It is Seine Crossing, and many of you would probably disagree. Like, how could you dislike Seine, Doctor? Well, Seine itself is not a bad map. I don't think the map is built in a bad way. It's not unbalanced, but the thing that makes Seine so unenjoyable is the camping for me. I was playing Seine yesterday, and there was a guy who spent the whole game with a squad sitting in the building opposite of the US one. He did not move out a single time, and really all he did was stay in there the whole game with a squad. They had a spawn point, they had a motion sensor, and it was up to 4 people in there, and we took him out a few times, but it just took him a minute to get up there again. And they of course lost the game. They had about 2 flags most of the time. Not 2 flags, 1 flag, what am I saying? And it just, that was just like annoying to me when you always get killed from these guys in this building, and they're just camping it out hardcore, lying on the ground with shotguns if you come in, and that is basically what I think makes the map kind of unenjoyable. But this might just be my opinion, I don't really know. Definitely is my least favorite map to play, and I know there's a few people out there who really enjoy playing it, but I definitely do not belong to these people. So that is why Seine is my least favorite map. And I mean, I like Metro, I like Bazaar, but Seine really is not great. Overall, the maps of Battlefield 3 I think are pretty good, and I might have a lot of disagreement here. I think that the maps in Battlefield 3 are actually really balanced, and they are a little grey, and some rush maps on Grand Bazaar, for example, or the third base on Operation Metro are kind of hard to win, and that might be simply because they want to have all the game types for every single map, but that's just an assumption though. Overall, it is of course interesting to me what you think about the whole topic. Now, I don't know what your favorite maps are, but I definitely would like to know. So if you have a favorite and least favorite map out there, you know, just go ahead, tell me in the comments, and state why, and I will be sure to reply if I disagree or if I agree too. So as always, your opinion also matters, and yeah, never mind. Basically everything for today, I guess, and I hope you enjoyed the commentary. I think I'll be back with something about helicopters soon, because I have to talk about what they did to them in the patch. I just haven't been able to record a good gameplay. Aside from that, I got a request to play the Scar H, and I dislike the gun, but I'm still working on getting a gameplay, as well as I'm working on getting a sniper gameplay, but I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. So expect some more stuff from me in like the next 1 or 2 days, and I'll see you. Have a nice day.